And are you thinking of something different for breakfast? Why not try pies? Pia Bonalos will do that for us this morning. She joins us from San Juan. Hi, Pia.
Good morning, Claire. My stomach is already grumbling because of the whole spread I have in front of me. I am here in Simply Pie with owner Gail Ang to tell us more about her business. Good morning, Gail.
Hi, good morning, Pia.
Can you tell me first, of course, about baking because you have quite a spread in front of us. Have you always been baking ever since you were young?
Not really. I just started around 3 years ago. But this was actually a passion that I just found out about after graduating from Fine Arts and Design.
Wow, that's a really something that was really off track from what you had from college. But
Yes.
I bet that like in your family there must be recipes or someone there who would inspire you to do something like
That's
this.
right. Actually, my grandmother used to bake butter cakes with mango buttercream icings. So she was the quintessential home baker. But that was when home bakers weren't famous yet, no? Because lately it's the trend now.
Yes. And then now you're ready to take over and take the reign from your grandmother.
Yes.
Of course, what was the first product that you came up with?
We started with mini quiches. I have here different quiches like spinach feta and sun-dried tomato. There's also a bacon and gruyere, eggplant parmesan, and mushroom and sour cream.
Wow, those are really flavors that are just enough to make my mouth water. What was the first one that you came up with all of them?
The mini quiche Lorraine, which
Okay.
is made with Swiss Gruyere cheese and bacon, because that was actually the basic quiche. That's the original quiche.
All right, and then you experimented with all of these other flavors. And what I'm interested in is an eggplant parmigiana cheese, a quiche, because of
Yes.
course that's something that you would think with a side of pasta, but
Yes.
now you made it into a little quiche. Where do you get your inspiration for your quiches?
Basically, whatever I want to eat or whatever I'm craving for, that's usually what I also cook. So there are times in the middle of the night I would just wake up suddenly and want to
Come up with a
cook.
flavor? Oh, that's a good way to wake up, to think of all these flavors. I got one. Which one is this?
This is the eggplant parmesan.
Okay, perfect, because I'm really interested to see how all these flavors come along. I'm not sure if you heard, there was a little bit of crunch of me biting into it. This is really, really good because of the eggplant. Ang sarap ng eggplant niya, and of course, the parmesan, you could taste there's a tomato there,
Yes,
and
yes.
it really reminds you of course, what you'd usually have with a side of your pasta, but now in a little quiche, it's really a good experience for you to have. That's really yummy. This one's very interesting to me because, you know, when you say pie, the first thing I usually think of is like an apple pie, but what you have are savory pies, and this is
Angus beef pies, yes. That one, we cook it in the oven, the stew mixture for more than 2 hours.
Wow.
Before we put them in the pie crust and then bake them.
Okay, and if you could see right here, of course, a good pie has to have a really flaky crust. And if you could see right here, that's broken down already. You could see how flaky it is. And of course, I have to give it a go. Aside from Angus beef, we have other savory flavors for your pies.
Other flavors that we have, which I didn't put here, would be the chicken and mustard Dijon pie. And then we're also making some pies for some restaurants also. So
Wow. This one, I had to get a little bit of a crust in. I know that now that you mentioned that you boiled it for 2 hours, it really
Yes.
shows because the Angus beef is really, really soft and tender.
yes, that's right.
I'm usually not a fan of beef because I hate how it just sticks into your teeth and
Yes.
how it feels inside your mouth, but this one just melts a little bit. That's really, really good. And then from your savory pies, you also made some sweet pies.
Yes, that's right. So basically, before, but we are familiar with bigger pies. That's why I made them smaller, so that you can eat more flavors in one sitting.
Okay.
But now also, because of the clamor for something sweet, because in my stall at Salcedo Market, my customers would keep on asking, "Simply pie? Do you have buko pie?" So I figured better make buko pie. Listen to your customers,
Yeah.
right? So I made a different version of buko pie. This one has butter macaroon topping.
Wow.
So that I use around 6 buko, 6 young coconuts in a one pie. And then there's a layer of butter macaroon topping.
Wow, so that's what makes it different from your typical buko pie that you could see somewhere else.
Yes, that's right. It's really a special buko pie. And we use the most tender buko also.
It is very tender. And I love how it mixes with the butter macaron. Wow. This is really good.
Thank you.
I have bias on sweet stuff. I have a sweet tooth myself. So
Yes.
this buko pie, this is really, really yummy to me. This takes the cake or takes the pie. And then of course we have a trifle right here.
Yes. This is our trifle cake. This has mangoes and young coconut. This is made with, it's like a tres leches cake. So it has layers of sponge, buko custard, and mangoes. So you can also try that. That's really good too.
Okay. Of course, I would never say no to something like that. And of course, if there's mango yum, and then you mentioned all those layers, I could only get to the first layer, but it's okay. It's really good. Also, it reminds you of like the nice ref cakes that you usually have at home. But of
Yes.
course, this one is really stepped up with all those flavors. It's so yummy.
Thank you.
That's the only way I could describe it. It's really, really yummy.
These are best sellers now for the summer.
Yes, perfect. Especially for this heat. Do you have other flavors for your trifle, or are you sticking to this for now?
Soon.
Soon, I would
I'm
love
developing some more recipes for the trifle. So hopefully I would be able to release it soon.
I'm looking forward to knowing all of that. But if, for example, I'm having a party and I want to order like a lot of your quiches or a lot of your pies, is there a way for me to do that?
Yes, actually, we also sell them frozen. So especially for the quiches, we have a pack of 12, 18, or even 50 pieces.
Wow. Okay.
And that one, the quiches from frozen, you can just bake it in the oven toaster for around 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, and then
So,
it's ready to serve.
Yes, ready to serve. And we also do catering for maybe weddings, cocktails for weddings. We also make cheese boards, cold cut platters, and all those quiches and hors d'oeuvres.
Wow, I'm sure a lot of you would want to have these babies in your next party. Thank you so much, Gail.
Thank you so much, Pia.
There you have it for those of you who are planning something big for the summer, like a party perhaps, or if you just want something really delectable in your home, you know where to go. Only here to Simply Pie. Back to you, Claire Amelin.
Thanks, Pia.